it's weird because Hyperscape had some good things about it. But it just, like, I felt like it really didn't have, like, its own identity or something. There was something off about the game. I can't even put my exact fingers on it. I feel like it just, like, it was too similar to other BRs that were already out there in some way. Like, it's too arcadey. Like, we already got, like, Apex isn't full-on arcade, but it's more of an arcade battle royale compared to, like, a PUBG or, like, a Tarkov type game, right?
Hold on tight.
And then you, like, Fortnite as well. Warzone, like, it just dropped, too. Like, I feel like probably at a bad time. Like, if it would have came out more around now, it might have done actually a little bit better. But even then, it just was missing something, dude. It's, like, missing its, like, identity to really make that game.
Tango down.
Can't even put my finger on exactly what it was. It's like, it didn't maintain its fun. Baby, that was a bot right there. I will spare you for that, sir. I will spare you.
We are already inside the ring.
Yeah. Pretty much that. If this, and when I say it was a letdown, this is what I mean, bro. We gotta hear early about the game, a bunch of different streamers, okay? Content creators, streamers, everything. And, man, when I heard Ubisoft was making a battle royale, the first thing that popped into my head was, oh my god, it's finally gonna be a Rainbow Six Siege BR, you know, like a Rainbow Six. There was always this talk of, like, make a battle royale, like, you're inside a building, it's, like, different floors, and, like, different floors are getting taken out as, like, time goes on. Like, there's different ways to get through the building, and, like, man, you could make a badass battle royale that way. And so I was, like, really like, hey, man, it's gonna be, like, Rainbow Six gunplay. This is all the thoughts that are going through my head. And, bro, it comes out and, like, oh, dude, we made it, what, Hyperscape. This is the game, and I really think pretty much everybody had the same thought of, like, damn, dude, we were so hoping that it could have been a Rainbow Six BR. I just don't even get it, to be honest. Like, it was the same studio. Maybe it's like they want to make something different. Maybe that's what it is. But it's like, man, you've already got the Rainbow Six, like, genre. Why not just make it into a battle royale? People would love that shit. And instead, it's like, nah, we're gonna make this high. Honestly, like, if I had to guess, and I could be completely and utterly wrong with this, I almost just get the vibe. Holy shit, it's already back up.
Might be something good this way.
I almost get the vibe that game was meant to just be like a frickin' game that was like their Fortnite type of game. Like, we're like, oh man, we should make it like this. It appeals more. We shouldn't do Rainbow Six because, like, we can't get, like, as many kids or people to play the game, yada yada. Like, I almost feel like, I don't know why, but I get the vibe that they might have been thinking, like, how do we get, like, the most people to play this game? I could be wrong with that, but I almost just get a feeling like that, and it's, I don't know, not logical, nothing like that, but it's just like, man, if you just would have went into, like, a Rainbow Six, like, people would have loved that shit. Like, it'd probably be around right now. They'd probably be one of the most popular BRs.
Tango down.
Recharging shields.
Hello.
We're already in the ring. Nailed that whole squad. I am repairing myself. Reloading. Standard stock here. Level 2. Care package. Sweet. Rápido.
Your boy Gucci, I completely disagree with you. There will be a game, there will be a battle royale that eventually comes out that surpasses all three of the current ones. Gratchinson, thanks for the 10 months. 10 months of the pack. Happy announce I made Dean's List with a 4.0 GPA for fall. Love the content. Best community on Twitch. Get them gone. Brother! Hell yeah, man. Congratulations. That's freaking huge. Out there crushing it. Classic? Yeah, I don't doubt it. Only thing was, man, they came out with that BR, right? They came out with, what was it? What was their battle royale called? Battlefields. And maybe they've learned from their previous one.
Someone's out there. They're far.
Firestorm. Yeah, dude. Dude, the fire ring and, like, there was cool stuff about Firestorm. Like, the building destruction and whatnot. Their loot system, I would not bring the same type of loot system that they had as before. It's like what COD did. Like, COD made it better. I would not do it, though. If you bring it now, people are gonna all be like, it's a fucking copy of COD's loot system, dude. I really think the biggest thing when it comes to making a battle royale is you want the game to have its own identity compared to other BRs. Not compared to other shooters, compared to other battle royales. There's gotta be something that makes your BR different.
Reloading.
Arcstar out.
Using grapple.
And I will still, like, the freaking, like, a little bit more of a hardcore battle royale style is wide open right now, man. It is wide open right now. The only one out there right now is PUBG. The only one out there right now is PUBG.
The whole squad. Exciting.
In terms of video games, PUBG at this point is outdated.
Heads up. Dropping the pain.
Knock the top guy, let's push.
Giving my shields a recharge.
You heal up, bro. I'll be right back. I'll be back there.
Don't worry, I'm here.
Fire.
Need more juice.
Re-knocked one. Let's push on this. Keep the pressure.
Reloading.
I'm taking fire, friends. I have been down.
Tango down.
One more. Around the corner. He's gonna be healing. Alright, let's go.
Healing. Watch my back.
I'm standing still. You're lucky I like you.
Smoke out.
Recharging shields.
That'd be a great fight to go back and break down, like, what actually happened in that fight right there. That'd be a great one to go back and, like, break down.
Repairing my damages.
Any big jiu-jitsu guys out there? I got a jiu-jitsu analogy for that one. That's like, you know what, in jiu-jitsu, how people are, like, constantly, like, chaining moves together? It's like you're going for this, not able to get it, so you swap it up, you, like, you transition into something
Robot
else.
sighting.
Round 2.
Stand down.
And it's like a slow thing of you're leading the way to the point where you're gonna get that submission. Like, you're slowly working ahead of this person in these, like, transition moves. That's what that fight was. That was like a slow burn where it's like we were just gaining on those guys the whole time. They had a shot. At one point, they had a shot. If they could have knocked me when I was pushing back down, that was their chance. But since they weren't able to do that, and we were able to sustain, like, the damage on them, teammates were able to heal back up, we got ahead. And then we kept it. We kept the lead.
Faster!
Ha! Fan, it's fun though, dude. I love it. Cody, thanks to the 21 in the Prime sub. Fan says he started taking BJJ a couple months ago. Hey, me too, brother. Haven't had my ass busted like this since high school wrestling. Yep. But that's one of the better ways to learn, huh? It's gotta be smart. Don't let yourself get hurt or injured. But
Can stick around.
it's fun though. And you start learning, you start piecing stuff together on other people, and then, dude, like, when you start getting it, man, hell yeah. Wrestlers are nothing to mess with, though. Yeah, luckily I did some wrestling in junior high and high school, so when it comes to like grappling, I already have like some decent ideas on some different things going into jiu-jitsu, but it's not the same. But there's stuff that like you know and learn in wrestling that'll help you in jiu-jitsu.
Using grapple. Recharging shields.
One of the biggest things,
Shooting at me.
the first like big fundamental for me to learn was just like how to use your energy. How to use your energy, when to conserve your energy, when to actually go for something, and like how to, you want to constantly be making the other person use more of their energy than you, you know, you want to be more efficient than them.
Taken down. Taking fire. Contact with target. Look out, grenade.
Fire. Double timing it.
This freaking lag, dude.
Come on in. Old Painless is waiting.
Reloading. Spotted. Taking fire.
Got our squadron.
Not my ulti, brother.
Last one's out for the count.
Get this freaking lag out of my face.
Care package incoming. Y'all earned this. Just watch your backs.
Charging on my shields.
Give me a sec. Recharge your shields. Tango down.
The last two teams are here, brother.
What's happening out there?
Good job, go. Engaging.
Reloading. Nice sight.
What are you doing there,
Down
bud?
another.
Crazy.
Tango killed.
Nice takedown.
Contact. Good work. We're inside the next
Please! Stop the rubber banding!
Charging shield.
ring. Oscar Mike. Spotted.
You mind pushing me here, brother?
Spotted.
Thermite grenade.
Spotted. Double timing. Off and smoke.
Come on, come on. Hit the ejector seat.
Oscar Mike. I'm spotted. Oscar Mike. I'm spotted. Give me a sec.
Battery.
Reloading. Reloading.
My god, it's stop finally?
Charging on my shields. Taking fire.
Wraith is cracked, she's in
Throwing Arc Star. Throwing Arc Star. Up in the chimney.
Taking fire.
Wraith knock, let's go, baby. We got this.
Down.
Reloading.
Reload. Kill confirmed. Another notch on the belt.
Whoa, you ain't messing around.
Double timing.
Made in the corner here.
Throwing thermite. Reloading.
Charging on my shields.
Pushing you.
Taking damage. Reloading. Fire.
I'm better. Goodbye! Even with all the lag, all the rubber banding, we still got the job done. We still got it done. Let's go, dude.
You are the Apex Champions.
All right, let's do it. I want to go back. Let's talk about that fight that we got into. I think this could help some people out. Let's find it first. Yeah, this was it. This was it. Okay. Here we go. Like a little bit more of a hardcore battle royale style is wide open right now, man. Okay. So we start off the fight. They're like, first off, we were able to pinch this team. My teammates kind of got behind. They were fighting. This squad was focused on them. I'm shooting them in the back. We're able to take them out, right? This wasn't really the fight that I was wanting to talk about, though. This is the fight right here, okay? We start off this fight behind. Right? Our Octane's knocked. Our Octane's knocked. They've got 3 players up. They have high ground advantage in this situation. Right? We start putting down some damage on the guy up top. We spot the Wraith. Wraith is trying to push up. I drop the ulti. He's going to buy us a little bit of time here. Right? Able to get the armor crack on the guy up top. He's injured. Okay? At this point, he really should have healed up. Right? We see that the Wraith has been cracked. Our Pathfinder was able to do enough damage to the Wraith, so the Wraith's hurt as well. Okay? This guy re-peeks in this moment. This was a big mistake by him. He re-peeks, probably trying to help his Wraith friend get out of the push that she got into. Like, they got real aggressive there. Their whole team would have been able to send it. Like, maybe they would have been able to get us there. But since we get this knock, right? The Wraith's hurt. So, they're going to have to res, right? We just knocked one. They're going to have to res. And on top of that, the Wraith has to heal. And we've only seen 2. We're going to find out here in a second that it's still a 3-man squad, right? But if it's not, if it's just 2, Wraith has to go up there. Wraith has to heal. If we push, we can solidify the fact that Caustic's not. She's not going to be able to get the Caustic up, okay? So, we're pushing off right here. Holding on the right side, obviously, we have cover this way as we push up. Listening to what's going on. As they're going up here, right? Let's go back a little bit so you guys can hear this. Push.
Giving my shields a recharge.
You hear that? Boom. It was right then. Right then. Oh, sound. Huge thing. Huge thing when you're pushing. Huge thing always. Knock the top. Get really good at listening. Get really good. Don't get so tunnel visioned in, so one thought process that you're missing stuff. Right? Stay calm. Stay a little bit more relaxed. Right? Guys, let's push.
Giving my shields a recharge.
You healed up right there. Boom. Did you hear it? Did you hear it? A lot of you might have missed it still. It was the sound of probably the Wraith popping a battery, popping a cell, right? So now we know that the Wraith is in the middle of healing. As we get closer, I'll be back there. Boom, right there. You hear a res go off. At this point, I realize immediately it's a 3-man squad. Before I even get to the top of here, it's a 3-man squad. Why? Caustic was knocked. He's got to get rezzed. It wasn't the sound of a self-res either. This is one of those things, the more you play, the more you understand sounds in the game. And when sound actually functions properly, there's a certain sound when you get res from a teammate, and there's a certain sound when you get res from a self-res, right? So we move up. I hear that the Caustic just got rezzed. I heard that the Wraith is healing. So we know it's a 3-man squad. So we're going to push over this box right here.
Don't worry.
And we know it was the Horizon, right? Horizon's the one that we had knocked. So Horizon's going to be low unless they had a gold backpack. So we're going to start off by shooting the Horizon, get the re-knock immediately. Boom, right there. Caustic ends up hopping up right in front of us, trying to take a bullet for his boy, right? At this point, Wraith pops back up. So we're going to jump back a little bit here, trying to get some cover. Continue fighting. This is the point. So we just re-knocked Horizon, okay? In this time, our boy is getting rezzed. We're buying time for our squad. This is when it all flipped right here. Like, they were ahead at start, but we were able to get that damage, and by pushing, we maintained the lead on these guys. It's one of those things. This is a big concept that people miss. This is one of those things when people come in and they ask, Viss, when should I push or when should I not. It's about understanding where you're at in the fight versus the other squad, right? Right now, I get the re-knock. We get the damage on Wraith here. 50 damage, right? She's still gonna have to heal that. And there's a decent chance. She was only hitting cells, so her health is probably still low. This was the one point, though. If they could have got me here, they could have won out in this fight. Since I'm able to get away, this was pretty much the point where that whole entire fight was turned for good. Because our teammates are healing up still. Re-knocked one. We got the re-knock. This is why I'm telling my teammates, hey, we need to push here. Why? It's because I understand. We have a knock. I still damage the Wraith. She has it healed completely up. Even damage the Caustic a little bit. All three of us now are almost healed. Like, you know, Pathfinder, he's got his whole shield bar. Just in a second here, Octane's going to have his whole entire health back up with his Phoenix. And the thing is, with having a knock, that means it's either you res the knock, which means you're not healing, right? Or you have to heal, which means we have a 2v3 scenario. That's the two things that happen here. If we continue to pressure. If we continue to pressure in this situation, we can maintain the lead on them. So I'm saying, let's push. Even at this point, it doesn't even matter that the Pathfinder got knocked because he was able to get up there and keep the pressure on, making it so that the Wraith is unable to heal up now. Like, instead of Wraith healing, she had to fight the Pathfinder. Instead of, mainly that's what happened in this situation. The Wraith wasn't able to heal, and the Caustic chose to go and res Horizon. So, boom, like, see, Wraith wasn't completely healed up. The reason she wasn't completely healed up, Pathfinder pushed. If Pathfinder doesn't push, she's probably able to heal, right? Next thing I'm looking for, is the Caustic here to fight us? No, okay? First thing that goes to mind, he's probably resing Horizon. If he was here to fight, he didn't go to res the Horizon. Instead, he healed, right? Those are the two plays that he was very likely to make. So now we push. We see Caustic come back out first, right from where we knocked the Horizon, confirming, yes, that's what he did. He went to res Horizon. Boom. See that? He hadn't healed. Why? He had to go in res. So we take off half his shields. He didn't even have health after that because we had already damaged him before. So now it's, hey, Octane complete health. Me, even though I'm not at complete health, I know that this Horizon has to be healing right now. One more around the corner. He's gonna be healing. Call it out. Pressure. Nice, let's go. Horizon wasn't even able to heal completely. Was able to get off some shields. That's it. Boom. There it is. So that's what that's one of those things when people come in, they ask, when do I push? When do I not push? It's about understanding that concept. Where is your team at in the fight versus the other team? Where is your teammates like health at? How much have you damaged them? And it's like, once you get a lead on somebody, you don't want to give up the lead. If you can continue to pressure, you can continue to keep the lead, then it's like eventually you're just going to whittle them down and beat them. And so, and then it's the other situation where it's like a team's up on you, and then they're pressuring you. It's like understanding you can get to, like, how can you flip the fight? What's your options to flip the fight? It's like you're going to have to maybe win out in a 2v3 scenario. You're going to have to maybe win out in a 1v3 scenario. You might need to be running, kiting them, pushing back so that you're able to heal and gain time so that you have the opportunity to beat them in the fight. Hope that made sense. Any quick questions? Any quick questions about that? It's healing always situational. It's the same. The question you just asked right there is the same thing as the question of when do I push. It's about understanding where you're at in the fight. Like, when do you heal? It's like you need to heal at an opportune time where it's like you have time to get your health back. It's like, since I pressured there, I went back. Since I pressured and they had a knock, there was time in between where I have the opportunity to heal. If they start pushing, I'm going to cancel heal. We're going to continue the fight. At that point, like, if they push me after I get back to cover at the box, like, there's no time to heal there. They're pushing you. You're not going to be able to get the heal off. And it's one of those things, it comes in time, too. Even if, like, I explain this, hopefully, even if you don't get it right here, you understand the concept now. And as you're playing, think about your fights and how they're playing out. Be like, okay, actually, at this point, I had a time to heal. You know? Did I know that? You have to think back about, like, the information you had at the time of the fight. Think back and analyze your fights. You'll get better at this. The more fights you get in, the more you think back and analyze them. Why did we win? Why did we not win? It's a lot easier in fights where you didn't win a lot of the time. Or a lot easier in fights where, like, you can think back and, like, man, I had cracked 2 of them, and, like, we just didn't pressure them enough. Like, they were able to heal up, and we let them get back in the fight. We let them get to even with us again. It's about, like, holding momentum. When it's shifted hard in your favor, that's the time to attack. When it's against you, like, it might be time to back off. You need to, like, maybe retreat, heal up, or get into a good position for them to push you, and you'd be able to turn the fight on them.
Watch my back.
That's an interesting question. Would you rather res your teammate or heal up in that situation? Says Reagan. I think either play can work. I think one of the biggest problems they had is that the Wraith probably should have pushed. If they're going to res like that, the Wraith needs to go back with a caustic, not stay there. Because it just made it like an easy one. It's like you're off alone. 2v1 scenario when your health already isn't up. If she pushes back with the caustic and they hold instead where the caustic's resing, and so that she's able to fire, like, on us as we're pushing. Like, maybe they can delay us in that situation long enough to, like, be able to get the res off and heal. The other situation is Caustic heals instead at the boxes. Like, drops a bunch of barrels. And they hold off that push with, like, the high ground long enough and hurt us enough that then they're able to go back, heal up, and get the res as we have to heal. Those are basically, like, the 2 scenarios where they could have worked either way. You don't know me, son. Thanks to the 14 in the prime. Thanks, dude. Fit Bear, thanks to the 20. 20 months, man. Love being here. Much love from Norway. Hey, Fit, thanks to the 20. Appreciate that. The Real DJ, thanks to the prime sub. Redfall, thanks to the 2. Thanks to the prime as well. Prince Humperdinck, thanks to the 17. The most vistastic stream on Twitch. Teaching the competition how to get better to make it more of a challenge for the machine. Hell yeah, dude. Hey, I'm out here to make the pack the best. Always have been. Also, if you or someone out there and you really enjoyed that breakdown of that fight, and you feel like that helped you, I'd highly recommend you check out the Viss Teaches Apex videos on YouTube. There's about 5 of them where I go through a full game and I break down different things that I'm thinking about during the game, different concepts, all in that. I would highly recommend you go watch those. They're on the YouTube channel. If you haven't subbed to it yet, hit that sub button, baby.